Hi guys, so today's video I'm just going to make a quick video on how to fit the Refurb kit on an ISC rope grab. There's supposed to be a wire here which is in the user manual, a forward assist wire, so any loader examiner will fail this piece of kit if that wire is not present and in good condition. So this is to help forward assist the cam, so when you lean back you can rest assured it's gripping the rope. Loads of us climbed about it, but anyway, it's quite easy to do. But trainees, they get these given to them in a kit that are issued to them. They don't get a choice. It's their first kit. They get these and the wire breaks and they just don't know how to do it, and then they put their kit in for a loader examination and it fails. They wonder why. Like, they say don't do nothing. Well, first of all, let's refer to the ISC user manual. Yeah, right. So just go through the tools. 12mm Allen key, crocodile pliers, because when it snaps and the wire's in there, it's a nightmare to fucking get out. So crocodile pliers get in there, and 13mm spanner. I need two of them. One's socket, one's a spanner, or vice versa, two spanners, and some spare refurb kits. So you got a nylon locking nut, little grub screws, and a forward assist wire. You're supposed to torque it when you do the bolts up. I don't, but you should. So just to let you know what the torque's supposed to be in here, it is 20 LBFT, 20 LBFT or 27.2 Nm. I was taught finger tight, wrist tight, elbow tight, shoulder tight. So I did wrist tight, job done. Do the torque though, that's what it says to do, so do that. So let's have a look at mine. The wire assist is broken off, so the first thing we've got to do, get the 13mm spanners. You'll notice on the rope grab, you got the cam, and then you got the nylon locking nut, and the shaft that goes through. So the bolt, obviously, you can fit one of these 13mm up. Bosh. The other side isn't really a bolt. It's flat on both sides and curved. But the other sides, it's more of like a rectangle with curves. So whack your open head on there, 13mm, and then crack them open. These could be fiddly. You get used to them. Sometimes if they're really tight, put the spanner on the table or a deck and crack it round. Taking nylon locking that off, put that to the side, shaft, put that to the side, one washer, put that to the side, and your cam, put that to the side. Now in the cam and the body, you've got a hole in the body here, and a hole in the cam there. That's where your little grub screws are. Little tiny grub screw. It comes with a refurb kit. So you want to get them out, which is a pain in the arse. So in your little refurb box for other bits and pieces as well, my gaff sharpener and things is in there. Take a safety pin, keep a safety pin in there, and then put that in that hole, because the grub screw is going to be full of wood chip in the inlet. So you need to clean all that out, get all the dirt out first. And the same with the one in the cam, but the cam should be cleaner than this one. Trust me, it is. Take your 12mm Allen key, insert it into there, the end where it's up, a little hole, you can't miss it. Get your Allen key in there, undo your grub screw. Sometimes we climb in the rain, we work in the rain, so they can get rusted. A little tiny bit of WD-40 sometimes. It gets to a certain point, there's no thread left, so if you take it to the side, just pull it out. It's fiddly. There you go, that's that one out. Jumping across the table. Rubbish. Then, if like mine, your wire's snapped in there, it's a pain in the arse. So use your Allen key and your safety pin and push it into there and try and get it, just like lever it up. And it is a pain in the arse sometimes. Your crocodile pliers, try and get hold of the piece of strands. You can see all the little tiny bits of wires. Sometimes you'll pull strands of wire out of here before you actually get to pull that wire out. Keep fiddling with it. It can take ages. Air gun helps sometimes, but I find most of the time you put something in there, just keep wedging, play with it. It takes ages, but it'd be like a 3-hour video if I'd done it. It's not that long, but it does take a while. Once you can get it up a little bit, pull it out. That's the rubbish bit. You don't want to leave that in there because you won't get the new wire in there. Clean all that out. If you've got an air gun, I'm just tapping it. If you've got an air gun, blast them out. You'd be surprised, bucket shit everywhere in there. And I'm not sure if there's another bit in there. No, that's all right. So it does break apart. The same with the cam. You got a little hole here and a hole on the side. It's another grub screw. So exactly the same thing. 12mm Allen key. Take that grub screw out. The light's bad in here. I'm really sorry. New to making videos. Take that grub screw out. And then you've got it all apart. You've got your body, your cam, nylon locking nut, and your grub screw. So your new forward assist wire, we're going to basically fit it to the cam first, because we're going to put it in the cam. It's easier that way than the other way. If you put it in the body first, try to attach it to the cam while holding the body. It's a pain in the arse. It's easy the other way around, trust me. So we're literally just going to throw that in there. And you can see, I don't know if you can see with this light, but when you push it in, when you look into here, you'll see it. See the end of the wire. You want to keep that in there. There's no point putting it halfway in and put your grub screw in, it won't grip. So just hold it, clamp it, and hold it with your grub screw. Screw that into the cam. And they're fiddly again. Something you want to do at a table. If you try and do it while standing up around the yard or whatever, you will lose these grub screws. And if you do lose a grub screw, the best way to do it is get a magnet, especially on a dirty workshop. Screw that in. Make it nice and tight. So there you got the forward assist wire on a cam. So now we want to put the cam right together with the shaft so it's ready. You're like, oh, I took it apart, don't remember which way. Remember, you got a user manual. Always have to use a manual. None of us do, but yeah, end of it. And then obviously the cam, the wire is going the same direction as the arrow on it. And you want to put the other end of the wire in there. So if you put it on that way, you've really got some problems. In that way, put your shaft back through to hold the cam. Put your washer back on, and your nylon nut. Should use a new one. So new grub screws, new nylon nuts. Comes with a Referb kit. And then tighten them up. So I don't think I need to tell you how to do that. It's fiddly though. Remember the talk says, what I normally do is just put the spanner against me and I'll just stay tight enough. Cam should still move freely. So the body and the cam put back together. Yep. That end of the wire, that hole there. Look down that hole, make sure the wire is all the way down. Get your grub screw, new one, can't remember which one it was, so we just get another new one. Hold on. The trouble is you keep your old stuff, sometimes you mix them up with the new stuff. And then obviously you got a hole in the end of the grub screw for the Allen key to go in. Just keep that on the outside, on the inside. Put your grub screw in, that'll fall down into the hole, and then push it down with your Allen key. Make sure the wire doesn't slip back so you end up doing it, but it's not in there far enough. Do it up nice and tight. Seems to turn quite a lot on this one compared to the other one. It's just the recess the way it is. Nice and tight. So now, when you look at it, obviously this is up there, but we use it on a side strop, so it's normally on your harness at an angle like that, and we push back. There you go. You can see that's why it's called a forward assist. It helps push the cam against the rope, so when you lean back, you know it will grip. If this wire is missing, there is a chance that you lean back and it hasn't gripped, and the rope will just flow through the body. It happens all the time, so don't climb without it. And if you send it off to a loader examiner without it, expect it to fail. It will fail. I'm a loader examiner. That will fail if you don't have that forward assist on there. I hope that was help. It's an easy one, but I'm doing a video on everything as I do it, so I hope it helps. Till next time, chainsaw sharpening.